Well, look, I mean, we are reasonably confident that we are going to see the trough in our fiscal Q3 based on what we hear from our customers and what we see of the supply chain and also the national measures of opening up or still having a sort of a closed down geography is very, let's say, very difficult to judge. So we are reasonably confident that we see the trough in fiscal Q3. The question where the jury is truly still out is how long it's going to last. I think that's the real question, where there will be some sequential relief in our fiscal Q4 or not. So we've been planning more for a 2 to 3 quarters trough before we see some substantial uptick again. But of course, it's dependent on the national rules also on when to engage back. In general, we believe that before we don't have any tests or any vaccine, we are not going to go back to normal at all.
And can you give us some indication then, because obviously the modelling, I guess, must be predicated on what you're seeing in terms of your operations in the Far East. Can you tell us a little bit about how, to what extent the greater Chinese market is now back compared to where it was Q4 last year?
Well, China has been remarkably strong in our fiscal Q2. Although obviously we need to go see where all these things are going, right? There's a stimulus program, obviously, but we still yet need to see where this is going. China remains strong in April. In the first month we have visibility for. So it seems that they are robust. So that geography seems to have some uptick. United States is probably at the trough now, and we need to go see when production resumes in some areas what that means for us. India currently is the most problematic continent, so to speak, because they are in the midst of the ramp up of the measures. So very complicated. We have 24 factories which are closed. 20 of them are in India. So you can see how massive that has been. Europe, I believe, is the most complicated one for us because we are typically strong in automotive and tool making and aerospace, and needless to say that those 3 industries have been pretty much troubled from the pandemic. On the other hand, I do see some optimism on the automotive sector, especially anticipating that there will be some stimulus package associated with that all across Europe.